And our last public speaker for the morning is Kaylee Brown.
Hello, good morning. My name is Kaylee Brown. I'm a Broward County Public School substitute, a private tutor, a senior at FAU in Boca Raton, and an artist. I'm 22 years old. I've grown up in the Broward County public education system since kindergarten. My major is elementary education, and I aspire to be a middle school art teacher at a private Montessori school. I am speaking here today because our public school system's alarming problems need to be addressed as soon as possible. As a Broward County public school substitute, I witness students' daily challenges. Here are some of my solutions to save our public school education school crisis in Broward County, Florida. Broward County public school system needs to make a mandatory class about managing technology, searching the internet responsibly, and using technology to the students' advantage and not to their disadvantage. The Broward County Public School Board system is not keeping up with the latest technology, which is making the school public system crumble right in front of our very eyes. The newer students are unprepared for the digital age and may lack essential skills like digital literacy and adaptivity. Students do not truly realize the dangers of the internet until they or someone they know are going through something profound and troubling from the internet. As a mandatory technology class would be the perfect solution to help teach students how to properly use technology appropriately and safely, since technology and the internet nowadays are unavoidable. Too often, I've seen and heard that the no telephone policy does not stop kids from using their phones. It just makes them better at hiding their phones and their phone usage. When schools keep trying to push the narrative of abstinence from using cell phones instead of how to use them properly and safely, it sets an unrealistic expectation and does not create good technology habits for a future generation of our students. Another problem I've noticed is that our current education system doesn't adequately focus on developing critical thinking, problem solving, creativity, and the collaboration skills they used back when I was in elementary school and middle school. Instead, schools prioritize strictly on time standardized test scores over fostering a love of learning and developing well-rounded individuals. I have witnessed students not knowing their multiplication tables, not knowing how to do long division, not knowing how to write cursive, and not knowing how to make their handwriting neat. And the sad part is, these kids want to learn these life skills, but aren't given the educational resources to do so. I hope I've shared some inspiring ideas with you today. My name is Kaylee Brown, and thank you for your time and allowing me to speak. To conclude, here's a little mini expert of Broward County Public School, from a Broward County Public School student. The right way to go about these problems is to listen to the students, how they feel, and their struggles. Don't add in more rules and try to control us. Figure out ways to help us. The world is cruel, and the truth is students fear for their lives. We shouldn't come to school thinking about how we would stay safe in the events of a school shooting. We shouldn't think about getting bulletproof backpacks. We should feel safe, and we should feel comfortable in the space that we are learning. That was from a West Broward High School student. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your insight. Sure.
The speaker brought up having technology classes. Is that something that we offer? And if not, can we look into that? Because very good speaking.
Yes, Dr. Hepburn.
Yes, good information by the speaker. So we have technology classes, but many of those are oftentimes electives or associated with academies and magnets, so it's not like a required course. So when we do think about requiring a course, we have to think about what are we going to give up, because a lot of students just don't have room for one additional required course. But we do offer many technology courses and things like that as an elective, but there are many magnets that we do have that are associated with those courses also.
Just as a follow-up, is that something we could include in like our family life when we're talking about or dating violence and like all those other kind of skill sets? Is that something we could consider? Possibly.
I can have the team look at what that pace and what that scope looks like and what they're accomplishing already during the year and what can they plug in if it fits. So we can have them look into that.
Yeah, because I think it would be beneficial, and it doesn't necessarily have to be an entire course, but that is something this board has discussed, especially with the cell phone ban. We need to find ways to support our students in that way. So if there's opportunity, I really appreciate the speaker for bringing up
absolutely.
that idea.
Many of the things are legitimate.
Dr. Zeman.
Don't do that to me, Chair. Don't do that to me. I got a life, man. I'd like to just comment on two things that Ms. Brown said. One, as this board has discussed, and Ms. Thompson just brought up, there's a deep need to educate children about technology, and what I'd ask us to start thinking about is not always thinking about curriculum in the standard format. Kids don't learn by that all the way. They learn from things we post, they learn from things they read, they learn from reminders. And so if we could marry kind of the way Kaylee Brown and her generation learns with the need to teach people about responsible technology, we wouldn't have to take away from the formal curriculum time. The second is for my board members to not miss, that was a substitute teacher in Broward County Public Schools that elected to go work somewhere else. And I hope, Ms. Brown, when you're done working for someone else, you decide to come back because we can't continue to lose talent like that in Broward County Public Schools. Thank you.